Hi and welcome back to Dead Mnzanzi from a lockdown South Africa. Yeah, we had a bit of technical difficulties with the internet and stuff, and then the video I originally made disappeared. But in any case, we are now, so I just want to thank everybody that's been staying at home, and I know it's not an easy 21 days that we're in. A lot of things changing all over. Very nippy in Pretoria. You must see what it looks like outside. I tell you, if I could record outside, beautiful mist, fogginess, real pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I've made a vlog. Some things should have happened. I should have had a nice background sign, but with the lockdown, that's put everything completely haywire. Our plans for what we were going to do this month, we were going to have the witch interview, and we wanted to close off the Demon's Apprentice by closing off with an interview there. We can't do anything because we are locked down. So yeah, that's basically where we're standing at the moment. We've got the tours of the Irene Memorial Grounds. That's been put on hold. I could go into conspiracy theories of this lockdown and stuff like that. Yeah, let's just see. Let's just see how long this is gonna take. I don't know. I think it's gonna go on a bit longer. But to those of you that are here, thank you. Thank you for sticking with us. I think we're on 521 likes on our Facebook page. That's greatly appreciated. I'd just like to shift those 521 to our YouTube channel as well. That would also be great. So tonight we're going to go over two things. One of the topics that came up on our Facebook page was things like glassy and that matchstick game and things like that. Anything. You are opening a portal. A lot of people say it's bullshit. It's not. You can open a portal. It's not necessarily. You're not necessarily going to speak to the person that you initially wanted to contact. It's a very gray area. You might get something else coming through lying to you. Is it safe to do so? It's pretty safe if you use the right protection. Should you guys want me to do a thing on what type of protection is needed when you're doing Ouija boards, glassy, that other thing where you put the bowl in the middle of the table with water, with a cork and a pin in the cork and a yes and a no on either side, and then you ask yes and no questions and it will answer you. If you want me to go into what kind of protection you can use, drop it in the comments or drop it on the Facebook page. Then we'll go through what kind of protections you can use and what seances, Ouija boards, glassy, water bottle thing, matchsticks, whatever the case may be. But yes, you can open a portal. Yeah, it's not recommended for everybody. It's also, remember, your intent. Doing things like that is very important. You've got to go in very clear-minded, very open, very pure. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. But if you want to do it, follow the right procedures in doing it. As you know, we do actually make our own Ouija boards. As soon as I think the first one is done, we just want to change the graphics of the writing. We want to change it to old school, old English text, and then we're going to make another one, and we're going to actually have a raffle. Raffle tickets will go for 100 Rand each, and you can win a custom made dead Mnzanzi. Well, it doesn't have the badge on it, but a dead Mnzanzi Ouija board. But that's still gonna come. But we do have for sale. Those people that want to inquire about it can contact us. We do have a WhatsApp link in our Facebook page. That will get you direct to me, and you can talk to me directly. I'll give you the prices. We got the pine, we got the key art, we got English rose, different price levels, of course, but they are handmade. They are made of wood, and they're made by somebody that actually knows what they are doing. So there's some juju in it. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to play with things like that, it is perfectly fine. You might get a communication, but be protected with anything. Even when we go into an investigation, we are protected. We have our things with us that protect us. And then we also do a lot of cleansings on ourselves, cleansings of our homes. In fact, after our last investigation at Demon's Apprentice, I came home. A week later, I cleansed my own house, and 2 spirits I did have in my house, very normal, not evil, nothing. They didn't bug us, but even they gone. And it would have been pretty cool to have them around now, since I've got so much time on my hands to actually communicate with them. But nonetheless, they're gone as well. Damn, cleansings. But yeah, I haven't felt them. Nothing's been happening. But yeah, okay, they're gone. My house is clear. But then let's move on to the next thing. A lot of people ask, why do most investigations happen at night? Hauntings happen all the time. Day, night, it doesn't matter. The thing with nighttime is it's a lot quieter, so you don't have too much outside interference with noises and things like that, you know. And that makes it easier. You tend to notice temperature drops quicker at night. But yeah, hauntings happen all the time. I've walked into a house broad daylight and I can feel a presence. It's like that. The only difference is, especially if you get a full apparition, which very rarely happens, but you're more inclined to see it at night with it being a darker background than during the day when light could play a part in it. I've seen a lot of different investigations, and your full apparitions are better seen at night than in the day. But that also brings down to why at night, or simply because what are you using at night? Torches, we've got cameras with us, we've got everything contains batteries, which is energy, and to manifest itself, it's actually going to draw the energy. I'm sure most of you, if you are watching this, you have seen other paranormal programs where they say, oh goodness, my torch's light just died out. Yeah, sometimes it's just fake, but It is possible. I've seen a camera, a cell phone camera, go from a full charge down to like 1 bar. Excuse me. And that's because the entity or the spirit or whatever the case may be that was in that location was actually drawing its energy to manifest itself through the devices. That's why lights can flicker. Not all the time, that's mainly wiring. But there has been cases where lights flicker because it's actually drawing the energy to try and manifest itself, to move an object, to bang, to do whatever the investigators might ask it to do. And then the other thing about at night, it is sometimes easier to get access. Abandoned buildings, what we, in our cases, we try and go in the day, do a bit of a walkthrough, just familiarize ourselves with the place. And then, but it will be like late afternoon, so it's late afternoon, getting dark into the night. That's what we would do. So also if it's like an office building or something, during the day it's very busy. You got people in and out. You can't do a proper investigation. So nighttime. And some places it's just easier to get in at night. Shh, don't tell anybody. But yeah, so that's why a lot of things normally happen at night. And it just gives a better effect, the whole torches and things like that. But it's more based on you got a quieter surrounding. You don't have car traffic. You got less car traffic, which is one thing that is awesome about this whole lockdown. The streets are dead quiet. Not during the day. During the day, swear people don't listen. But at night, it's wonderful. All I can hear is my dog snoring and my computer's fan. That's all I hear. And a clock. But yeah. So at night you can hear better. You sense things better. And again, temperature. You notice very quickly a temperature drop or a temperature rise. I don't do cold. So when if it's in like midsummer and temperature drops like even like 3 degrees, I know it because I don't do cold. So it makes it, then you know. So yeah, that's basically why we do that. So yeah, that's our 2 little topics for tonight. Games you can play, ghostly games. That is perfectly fine if you're protected. And then why we specifically investigate at night. And it doesn't just go for Dead Mnzanzi, it goes for most, 99.9% of the other investigators. It's about the quietness. So yeah, I don't know, I can't tell you what to expect very soon from Dead Mnzanzi. We don't know what's happening in terms of the lockdown. But after the lockdown, we're gonna do our closing interview, and we are gonna get that long-awaited Demon's Apprentice up and running. Not very much video evidence, no video evidence for that matter, because the one place that we did get activity, there was no camera placed onto there. That was onto taps. The tap opened a few times that night. but there was no camera because it was towards the bathroom and privacy and so on. But we did get EVPs, quite a few, well, 2 or 3, but very, very interesting EVPs. So we'll be bringing that. It's not going to be a very long video. We're going to like try and we'll do something. Got a bit of a plan. Just got to speak to the rest of the team, but we can't get to each other. But yeah, again, I want to give a big shout out to Steel King that is making our board, our sign. It's going to look awesome. Apparently it's got lighting as well, so pretty soon that's going to be like right behind me. That's going to look awesome. And then to our other sponsor, M&H Brokers, we're trying to get them some more clients. The more clients we can get them, they're gonna finance us a bit, which will be pretty cool. And then what else have we got? Okay, we got the Ouija board raffle coming. We're gonna bring out merchandise. That would be pretty cool. Some dead Mnzanzi merchandise. And then sooner or later we're actually going to give a proper introduction to our team. Team has changed a little bit. We've now got a lady that's in charge of like administration stuff. She's pretty cool, Jacqueline. She's on top of getting us appointments to get into certain places. We've got our Stuart, our spiritual dude. We got myself, the vocal seeker dude, and then we got anonymous guy. Again, can't say his name or anything for his own protection and ours. But yeah, so guys, all I can say is during this lockdown period, if you've got any stories you'd like me to tell, drop me a line. Drop me a WhatsApp. I'll tell you a story. I've got nothing better to do. So again, Dead Mnzanzi isn't looking for the hotspots anymore. Everybody does them. We're looking for something else, something different, a new taste, a new flair, something better. But again, from a lockdown Dead Mnzanzi, guys, stay safe. Try and stay at home as much as you can. Stop the spread of this virus going around. All I know is we're going to have, let's say in a couple of years time, we're going to have some corona ghosts. It could be quite interesting. You know, they're going to tell us, back up 6 feet. You know, they're going to, because that's what they're going to know. They're going to remember, just 6 feet away, guys, 6 feet away. So that's going to be quite interesting. I know it's morbid, but we've got to look on the brighter side of things. But guys, stay safe. Enjoy the time with the family and things like that. Those that aren't with family, sorry, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And that's it. That's it from Dead Mnzanzi for this week. Hopefully, give me some stories and I'll hit you up in a day or two's time. I don't mind. I really don't mind. So guys, that's it. Thank you for watching and cheers.